Good day, folks. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trevor and I am your one-armed bandit in the bush. So, I got my spare rim, got the tires swapped around, had the rotation and balancing done. And then as I was about to leave, the mechanic called me and said, "Hey, we got a problem with your tailgate." So, now my tailgate handle is broken. So, I'm tugging on the wires in the back to open it now. So, the story and the saga continues. However, I am now at a campground on towards the end of Looking Glass Road. There's actually two campsites out here. The better one, there was a young family that had just arrived just before me, so I lose that. But I've got the tent up, so yes sirree. To life. That's nice and cold. Alright, so just what happened was my spare rim only got in this morning. It didn't get in yesterday, so let me turn my beanie around. I was somewhat delayed. We only got onto the job after lunch. And I've come back towards Moab now, so I'm kind of just past midway between Blanding and Moab, and as I say, Looking Glass Road is where I've camped. I'm going to put our Birdman up in a moment just so you can have a look, see what's going on here, because to be quite honest, as far as I overlanded campsites go, this one was pretty decent, but the other one, oh man, that one's really great in a great spot. So, you know, particularly if you wanted to camp out for a couple of days, because it's nice and level, it's grass. Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent location. So I'll keep my eyes on those guys and see where they leave. But anyway, I spent last night, camped at a reservoir outside of Blanding. Again, you know, side of the motorway kind of trail camp spot. You can't get to there without an overland rig, but it's right up to where all the any other rig, trailers, etc., would pull in, and was near a boat launch. So, okay for a quick in and out, but that's probably about it. So, that's where we're at now. I need to kind of think about what I'm going to do with this tailgate handle, because it's not like it's an essential that has to be replaced now, but it's got to be done. So, you know, do I just live with it for a while? We'll see how the next day or two goes. If I don't battle too much, yeah, maybe. But I mean, that's not the way to drive. You're supposed to have a handle on your tailgate. Otherwise, there wouldn't be one there. So, it must get fixed. Simple as that. But I'm thinking of, you know, from here tomorrow heading into Moab. I'm going to go and see if I can find my buddy James, who's featured on this channel before. See if he's still around, and maybe we hook up and do something later. I want to get white rim in because, you know, that's certainly been a request. And I haven't forgotten that request, and I'm not putting that request aside. I'm going to act on it, and I think maybe tomorrow is that day. So I will head to Canyonlands National Park and just go find out more information. Because I know there's restrictions on it. But for now, I'm enjoying my beer. That was in a box, in the refrigerator, and is unperforated and is no leaking. But just on that point, I was asking for tips and hacks, but then I was saying, it's only the last 3 weeks that it's happened. So got me thinking, what has happened or changed in the last 3 weeks in, on, or around bumpiness in the back of the truck? I fitted airbags. That was the difference. So I think I've got a lot more bum in the back than I had before. You know, that was more like a shoosh. Now the bum. Yeah, those are the sounds. You got to practice, because otherwise you can't be a proper overland if you don't know how to make those sounds. So yeah, but I think that's probably what's going on. We'll see how it goes. I'll monitor it over the next couple of days and we see what happens. But for now, I'm gonna drink some more of this cold one and then we're going to get our birdman up. I'm just going to wait for the sun to drop a bit more. It is late afternoon, so we should get reasonably good images. So, don't go far. Don't go away. Stay right here because we're getting up in the air any moment now. So first up here, this footage or these images is of where I'd camped outside of Blanding, and this is on the shores of the Recapture Reservoir. And as you can see here, this is relatively close to where the boat launch is, and then beyond that, when I get a little bit more altitude, you will see where the road actually runs. There you can see it in the background, that runs towards Moab. So this then would be the Recapture Reservoir. And just look at all those great little bays on the far side. Whilst I was sitting at camp having my morning coffee, I saw quite a few boats going out that way, all in and out the little nooks and crannies. So my guess is this is probably a pretty decent fishing spot. And then these images that you are now going to see will be of my campsite where I stayed at, and this was off Looking Glass Road. And I tell you something, you know, quite amazing. Some of the places you find on iOverland are really terrible, and others are really quite decent. This place turned out to be pretty decent, and in particular on the second day when I managed to catch the camp spot that I originally wanted. So enjoy these images and vistas of the surrounding area. Throughout this trip, one of the most amazing things was the number of flybys that I've had. I would guess that it's upwards of 40% of all campsites where I've had an aircraft of some sorts continuously flying around my campsites. So this would be the view from the campsite tonight. And as I pan around, you will see it just keeps getting better and better as the sun is setting. Another magnificent day. And now the refrigerator decides it wants to chime in as well. Just to let you know. And then right where I am, look at this. I now need to zoom out, so bear with me. All around me. Another great campsite. Yeah, well, I thought you'd like it, man. Look at this view. Hey, aren't you glad we're out here together? Well, put some comments then. Let me know. Love to hear your opinions. Well, I'm enjoying this one, and of course, I got a little cold one going. Having met up with my buddy Jim, we camped on the outside of town on the airport road, and we were treated to these views of the cliffs being lit up by a movie crew that was busy shooting a film. So next off, I'll be on my way to Grand Junction, where I'm going to get the tailgate handle fitted. So thank you very much for joining, and we'll have more footage coming in the next couple of days. But if you haven't considered and haven't done so yet, please would you like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and see you on the next one.